Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's me, Truck, again, coming your way with a story for the hood. And this one's in the darkness as well. Not because it happened at night, but it's about revenge. Okay, I remember some time ago, this is probably early 90s, probably 90, 91. There was well, it still is, still there. It's a restaurant or a store called Donut Queen. And Donut Queen is a basically a donut shop that's owned by Koreans or Chinese people, and it's actually been owned by Chinese people since probably the late '80s. And the story I have about that is that sometimes when other people from other cultures move into the inner city and they open up small businesses, what happens is you have the good type of people that come in and they establish a really good friendly relationship with the people, and be honest with you, because they do that, they never have to worry about being harassed. They never have to worry about being robbed because there are plenty of Korean, Chinese stores, even Arab stores that come into the inner city that respect the people in the city, and they don't get robbed. It's in the simple reasoning behind that is that if you treat the people from the community right, and someone does from the community does decide to come in and rob you, what happens is the people in the community treat that robber like crap. And actually, somebody in the community, is probably someone older, will call the police on them and they will get arrested. So the stick up guys, they know that this particular store is off limits simply because they're very nice people. You know, a lot of the there's a Korean stores and stuff in Camden, New Jersey, that actually donate to school projects. Say a teacher needs something for a school project for the kids, they'll gladly, they work a lot of stuff out with the community. Well, this one particular small business, and this is how small businesses are run, but especially for the Chinese community. What happens is when someone from Korea or China comes over to America and they want to start a business, the Chinese and the Korean Business Association will give them a loan to actually open up the business in the community. So what you'll see in Camden and all over the country is you'll actually see that these stores are actually ran for maybe 10 years by one family. They'll live over top of the store, they'll live outside the community, whatever they're going to do, but they typically only in the community for 10 years. So you'll have a decent relationship with a community, the owner of the store, for about 10 years. And then after that, someone else will come in. And if they're smart, they'll establish the same type of community. They'll continue to do the type of things and, treat the people decently. Well, this one particular donut shop, man, they switched ownership probably around 90, right? 90, 91. And what happened was, unfortunately, the owners of this store, man, they were really ignorant, man. They came in with all the stereotypical racist stuff, man. I remember one time I went in there to buy a bear claw, and the guy was like, "Oh, you saw that enough? That enough not enough to fill one tooth?" And I was like, "Oh, for real?" And, they had all this bulletproof glass, and I was like, so I felt like just reaching across the counter, just dragging them across. This is 91, this is before Christ days, and just, this ball, bear maul slapping him. But, I looked around and they had cameras. I said, okay, if I do something, because, that glass wouldn't stop me. I'd have just hammer fist the glass and cracked it or something like that. But, I looked around, I left out, and I went across the street over to Liberty. It was on the store was located on, was it Mount Ephraim and Hatton Avenue, at the crossroads. So I left out the store with my stuff, and I went across the street. I said, "Yo, those jokers up in that store, they're ignorant." And then my boys started to tell me, "Yeah, and they've been cheating the kids out of their pocket, their change, when their parents sent them to the store to buy whatever." So this store was actually cheating the kids, and then lying to the kids like, "Oh no, you only gave me $5. Oh no, you only gave me $20." Then when the parent comes back to the store, they tell the parent, "Oh no, he bought something else. He lied to you. He lied to you. He say this. He say that, or he don't know how to count his change." On they would create a lot of animosity in the community, so a lot of people stopped patronizing them. After they said something smart like that to me, I stopped spending my money there. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of kids weren't being sent to the store, so they actually started losing money. It was stupid. So basically, what happened was hood revenge is sweet. Hood revenge is nasty. Hood revenge, people in the hood know how to get you back. So this is what started happening. The first thing started happening, come 4th of July, and this Chinese store, that donut place, to this day closes down on 4th of July. Before they didn't. What happened was those same kids from the community went out, got a bunch of M80s and half dynamites, half stick of dynamites, and then what they did was they went in the store, they lit them under the counter, so when they didn't see them, they threw them in that little window, the little slot where you put the money in, they threw it all back in there, and they lit that whole place up. It was boom, 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 and I wasn't there when it happened, but all my boys told me when it happened, all them Chinese or Korean people, they ran right out the back of that place, out into the parking lot, because it was so loud in there. If you can imagine 4 or 5 M80s or half sticks of dynamites going off and inside of a building, well, that's what happened. So after that, they started closing down on 4th of July, but it wasn't over yet. So then, remember the stick up boys? Well, they started it on them. One of the dudes I knew, he actually went to jail for this. He would rob them every single Wednesday after they closed. Every single Wednesday. As soon as they came out the back of that place to get into their vehicles, he would rob them. Then he switched it to Sunday. Then he switched it to Tuesday. And he did that for 2 years straight. Every week. All right? Then that wasn't over. Then one day they were coming to open up the store for business, and they were spotted on Route 130 in Pisauken. So some people I know, what they did was they had a BB gun in the car, and they shot out every single window in their van. And then literally chased them all throughout Camden because they were so angry. Matter of fact, I was out there when they drove by with a bunch of angry Asians driving behind them, cussing out broken windows. I saw it. You know what I'm saying? Then I guess this family, they got the clue. They start to say, "Hey, we're having a lot of bad luck in this community. I guess we'll start treating people better." So that's my hood story for today. I'll be uploading another video this weekend. I hope that you guys are doing great. Thank you for subscribing on Patreon and also Instagram. God be with you. God bless you. Peace.